Very nice, I must say. This is really cool, eh? So our little gamble here paid off. We weren't going to come out this weekend. The weather said the rain was supposed to be quite miserable up here. Cold, wet. Generally a terrible weekend. So we took a chance. The campsite was available, and it seems to have paid off quite well. It's about an hour's drive from home. The reserve itself is called Cumberland Nature Reserve. It's situated between various farms in the Pietermaritzburg area in KwaZulu-Natal. There's a citrus farm, there's some sugarcane, bunch of other privately owned large areas of land. And what the guys have done is they decided to create this nature reserve. It's totally private, it's not subsidized by the government in any way. And they offer camping out here. It's wild camping. It's not the wild camping that many guys are used to. There's no lion, there's no elephant and rhino and things like that. But it's as close to that as what you'll find this close to town. In KZN, I'm not aware of any area where you can stay within an hour's drive from your residence, drive to and camp like this. Animal wise, they have all the general plains game, including giraffe. They've got caracal, they've got genet civets. There have been more than one sighting of leopard within the reserve, and 250 species of birds, 50 recorded species of butterfly. All in all, there's an abundance of wildlife here. We've got jackal calling in the distance. 2 seconds ago there were guinea fowl calling down the way. Hello my boy, come sit by me.
What are you talking to?
We are chatting to the camera. See that camera there? So we can tell people about this lovely reserve. If you're going to walk around, be careful of the fire, hey? Yeah, and I mean, this is kind of what it's all about. Getting the kids out here into areas like this where they can learn and experience nature in its entirety while being relatively safe. There are obviously things to worry about. There will be spiders, scorpions and snakes out here. So the basic stuff applies to us. We don't let the kids walk around barefoot. We don't let the kid wander out of, the light inside the camp. So yeah, it's a lovely spot, We don't often do videos like this. This is in fact the first video that I've done like this. And we're going to try and do some more. YouTube is not our big thing. We don't enjoy making videos, to be honest with you. The amount of time it takes to create something that looks relatively presentable is crazy. And then you end up spending your entire trip shooting footage and not actually immersing yourself in nature and spending time with your family. Which, yeah, I mean, that's why we're here. I want to get my boy out here. I want to get my wife out here. Yay. And teach them, show them what there is to be grateful for in this country. But yeah, what we're going to do now is we'll make a bit of supper. And we will play some games, watch that fire. And see you just now. Go! Okay, let's quickly whip up some vegetables for supper. doing some butternut. It's pretty simple. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of sugar, and a tiny bit of butter. I didn't bring my normal butter, so I'm using this poisonous stuff here, but it'll work. Okay, and you wrap it in your foil. And you do it again. I try and keep it flat, that way it cooks evenly, and that's it. You just chuck it on the coals. It's about half an hour and it's done. Easy. Okay, so what we're going to do now is whip up some supper for the little guy. He gets pizza on the bra, which is pretty easy to do. You take your pizza that you have chosen from the shop and you make sandwiches with it.
What's this?
That's sugar. Don't touch it.
Why?
Because I said so. And then you just put it in your grid. There you go. Close it up. And you chuck this guy on the fire like this. Easy. There we go. Okay, well, supper's on the go. We've got some of this cool stuff here. This is amazing pup. It's like long life pup. Got our veggies going. Chicken is almost done. You know how it is with the chicken. When you think it's done, you leave it for another 10 minutes. Yeah, I think it's looking good. So generally when we're wild camping like this, what we'll do is we'll use whatever water is available to wash. So if it's a river, dam, stream, if there is like there is here, a JoJo tank with water pumped in from a dam, that's cool. We'll wash our dishes with that water. But when it comes to rinsing them, I will take 2 liters at the most from my water tank, and I'll use that water to rinse, and then that same water I will keep in the rinsing bucket for the next day if it's in a usable condition, basically. So we try and recycle water as much as possible. Obviously on trips like this it doesn't matter, it just doesn't matter because it's a very quick trip. We have plenty access to water. It's getting more water is really not an issue. So it's still good to practice. You know, a lot of guys take for granted at these public campsites they never have to worry about water. Yet when we go away, we always look at it as though, okay, cool, it's like one of our big trips where we have to take our own water, like Lesotho or Namibia, where we are off grid for 10 days plus and we need our own water. Right, so little guy's finally asleep. We are just chilling by what's left of the fire now. Not another soul around, no noise. Okay, so the night was decent. Morning, boy. What's up? You want cold tea? But you know it's very cold now. I know. Just go lie down, it's cold. And you got no shoes on. Temperature dropped down to about 9 degrees last night, which is not particularly cold, but it was fresh. Unfortunately, GoPro won't show you now, but just through the trees there, the light's starting to come out. Sunrise should be in about 45 minutes to half an hour. A lot of mist in the mountains. Up high in the sky there's some stars, so the weather seems to have cleared up a little bit. All good signs. I'm gonna go and light the donkey now. You can just see it at the edge of the light there. Get ready to get mommy warm, have a nice shower. Okie dokie. 325 mils of water. So apparently there's a line on the bottom. Can't see no line here. But yeah, 325 mils of water. Okay, cool, easy. Okay, is that done?
Thank you. Dad, they're gonna mess on you.
I hope I don't miss, boy.
Thank you.
Okay, so we had to obviously just move because we were not in a level spot. So this is the test subject. Quickly, and then we will try again. Yeah, packing up is never as exciting as setting up, but it's part and parcel of what we're doing. The sun looks like it's trying to make an appearance, which is fantastic because we haven't had sun since 1 o'clock yesterday, and our batteries in the van are now starting to take a hammering with the fridge and the lights and everything running overnight. So yeah, yes.
One thing I hate, it's a dirty freaking tent.
Yeah, there we go. You see, trained well.
You don't pack up a dirty tent.
Yes, tell them. You never pack away a dirty tent. You'll hate your life later. But yeah, this place is stunning. It was just a short stay, one night. We just came to see what it was like. For a new spot, we seldom do more than one night. Because if it's cuck, we have the opportunity to leave the next day. Okay, so the backup is underway. We've got some sun, which means we've got some power. Solar's doing its job, batteries are charging nicely. This is looking like a stunning day. So this place is pretty reasonably sized, 350 hectares, which is available currently to the reserve. With they say an additional, I think the lady said 300 or 400 hectares out that way, which is part of the citrus farmers area, which is accessible to Cumberland but not to the public really. Yeah, I mean this spot was nice. Didn't get too cold, dropped down to, I think the coldest was 8 degrees, which was chilled. Once again, the campsite's stunning. Our tent is still up because there's a bit of dew on it. Bless you. Which we'll pack away later. So from here, there is the fire pit area that's provided. There's tables and benches. There is plenty flat ground to set up. Parking area, so you can pull in here with a trailer or off-road camper. Definitely enough space. The ablutions are pretty cool. We should do that one more time. Okay, so we have the sink, the wash up area, the donkey. Wood is supplied by the reserve for that. Very nice shower area, open air shower. Okay, hot water, cold water. Water is fed from a JoJo tank or a rainwater tank, which is unfortunately not rainwater. It's pumped up from the local dam, which means it's not drinkable. Bathroom. There we go. There is a little battery that runs up here onto a light, so you do have light at night. And that's the campsite. There's another tap there. It's really nice. We'll be back here soon, very soon. Okay, so this is where we're off to. We're going to go and try and find the big waterfall, just the top of it. see what it looks like. Well, we hope it's a big waterfall. Let that dad go in front so I can just see how difficult this is going to become.
Mom, Dad.
Yes, Alex. It's
It's
not too bad, love. Just watch your footing. This is rolled ankle paradise.
Okay, be careful how you walk. Watch where you're going, eh?
Go slow, Alex. Okay, this is the top of the big waterfall trail. For oaks who are used to this sort of thing, it's probably quite easy. But if you're not used to this, I'd be very careful. So yeah, I mean, just to show you, I've just come down from up there and we've come down here. Granted, I'm fat, so it's probably harder for me than it is for normal people. But if we don't do these things, we don't see cool stuff. Off we go. And another one. Oh, look at this. Hey, this is why we do cool stuff. Good, let's go.
Oh, you cannot do it.
Give me in.
Miss you, Daddy. That was a new cliff for me. That was a new cliff. This was my new big cliff.
Atta boy. Whew! Right, we're at the top. That was a hell of a climb back up. Lightly climbed up without being carried, which was a small mercy. Ever grateful. Oh, it's beautiful out here, seriously. Oh, you found a puddle.
That meal was in profits.
Whoa, don't run. We're at the edge of a gorge, my boy. You don't run ahead of me. Thank you. Yeah, you're very strong, but you can't fly. And just like that, it's all over. Turned out to be a really nice day, and I'm really glad that we took a chance in coming out Despite everyone telling us the weather was going to be terrible, it wasn't. We didn't have a drop of rain. So yeah, we'll take a slow drive out of here, see what we can see, and then make our way home. That was a magic weekend. Very short, unfortunately. We only did a one-nighter, just to suss the place out and see what we're getting ourselves into. Now that we've been and we've had a good look at what they offer in terms of scenery, landscape, and general camping conditions, well, it's a no-brainer. We'll be back soon. For more than one night. Really nice place. It's a good drive. Lots of birds. We didn't see much game, although we weren't really looking. We did get to see quite a few birds. The scenery is stunning. The hikes are lovely.